What is happening? Mattmade here. 2018 has been a great year for indies. Many spectacular games have been released. From Dead Cells to The Messenger, they have all had their own unique style and freshness. This list is my top 5 games of 2018. If your list differs, leave a comment down below telling me what made your list. Without further ado, here is my top 5 indie games of 2018. Number 5. The Missing, J.J. Macfield and the Island of Memories. The Missing is one of those games where you don't know what is going on until you get to the end. At the outset, it appears to be a game about looking for your friend Emily that went missing. However, as the game goes on, things get weirder and weirder. You find yourself having to go through all manner of odd puzzles in your search for her, with each puzzle being more deadly than the last. The platforming is tight, and the scenery is interesting. The characters all leave an impression and feel real. In addition to that, the mechanic of having to maim yourself in order to get past obstacles is gruesomely clever. You'll be cringing and covering your eyes as you walk JJ into all manner of contraptions in order to advance. It is a truly touching and deep experience that has not gotten nearly enough recognition or publicity. It's a game that will leave you reeling and stick with you long after you complete it. I cannot recommend this game enough, and it deserves far more accolades than it's gotten. If you're looking for a heartfelt and unique experience, then this is a game you should not pass up. You definitely won't regret it. Number 4. Full Metal Furies. Full Metal Furies is a fun romp with its slapstick humor and quirky characters. You pick from the 4 girls and they are each very different. Whatever your playstyle, one of them will scratch that itch in all their pixelated glory. From tanking enemies to sniping them from afar, each Fury is specialized and has a skill tree so that you can customize them to your liking. Where the game shines is the ability to switch between 2 of the Furies if you're playing solo. Each has a cooldown on their moves and they have their own health bar. If one goes down, you can revive them with the other character to have your duo back in the fight. There are many times where the game becomes a harsh bullet hell and you find yourself ducking and dodging in order to find that one spot where you can retaliate. This is especially true with the bosses as they are massive and very mobile. If you don't want to roll solo, you can grab 3 friends and beat down giant weaponized turtles together. It is hectic fun and you will be laughing all the way to the end. You can even rock out when you aren't taking down titans. The Furies really know how to kick ass and have a good time. If you're looking for a great co-op game with cool characters and frantic gameplay, then this is right up your alley. Number 3. Grist. Grist is beautiful. Each screen is a picturesque painting that can be printed off and hung on a wall somewhere and nobody would question it. It is by far one of the most unique games to come out this year, or ever for that matter. Its beautiful landscapes, fluid animations, and painstakingly drawn world are a testament to why games should be considered art. Without a single word being uttered, you know exactly what to do and understand the world around you, which is a monumental achievement that many AAA games struggle to accomplish. Its vivid colors, interesting world, and great controls all combine to tell a nuanced and interesting story. The way the world unravels and changes as you progress through each stage is phenomenal. You bring back color to the world as some dark entity chases you and takes different forms trying to take you out. The game uses visual hints and clues in order to tell you where to go. No narrator, no signs, just you and the world that you find yourself in. The lack of any bars or meters on screen really complement the game and allow you to take in the scenery and appreciate each area. Combine that with a wonderful soundtrack that fits perfectly, and this is a journey that will leave you mesmerized. My only gripe is that I wish the adventure was longer. If you love art or enjoy games like Journey, then Grist is right up your alley. Number 2. The Messenger. The Messenger is hands down amazing. From the writing to the music to the humor, it nails everything it goes for. Its retro style is perfect even down to the difficulty. If you go in thinking this game will be a walk in the park, you will quickly be put in your place. It takes inspiration from games like Ninja Gaiden, the original, and Strider. The enemies will wreck you faster than you can blink. The game combines both 8 and 16-bit styles. At a certain point in the game, you gain the ability to shift between the past, which is 8-bit, and the future, which is 16-bit. The visuals and music transition so smoothly, it feels like it was an act of magic. The shifts not only change the background and the music, but also how the messenger looks. He goes from being just like a basic bitch ninja to being a wandering ronin with a sweet ass hat. The music is hype as hell. It gets you pumped and makes you want to do well. Which, believe me, you will need to do well to survive these stages. Hooking, slashing, and gliding your way to the end of the stage will make you feel like the best ninja there is, and the soundtrack really goes a long way in making you feel that way. During certain sections while you're exploring and bouncing between the two styles, you'll have to stop and take in the changes and just how well the soundtrack translates. Even going back to some areas to find a portal to see how that stage's track sounds in 16-bit. For those who love classic games and want a retro style game that doesn't hold your hand, The Messenger is a must play. Number 1. Celeste. Celeste is an experience. Take out the tough as nails platforming, the beastly soundtrack, and the wonderful pixel art style, you still have a touching story about a girl trying to overcome her anxiety. You watch as Madeline goes from being pessimistic and hard on herself to someone who rolls with the punches and learns to change the things that she can, accept the things that she cannot, and finds the wisdom to know the difference. Now throw all that stuff we took out back in and you have a masterpiece of a game. Don't get it twisted. You will die in this game a lot, mostly because you messed up. However, each death will make you better and give you a massive sense of accomplishment when you get through it. Most times, dying 100+ times in a level will send you over the edge and make you want to never play the game again. However, in Celeste, the soundtrack is so good that you can't stay mad at the game. You'll be nodding your head and humming along to the tracks, and before you know it, you're at the end. Only to find out that there are even harder B-sides with a completely remixed soundtrack that you'll need to conquer in order to show that mountain that you ain't no punk ass bitch, and that you'll take it down anytime, anywhere. Celeste is a journey that gives you a glimpse into what it's like to live with anxiety. It does so while being enjoyable and interesting. It's a game that you should not miss and that I cannot recommend enough. If there's one game on this list that you need to play, then this is the one. Those are my top 5 indie games of 2018. Let me know in the comment section down below what made your list. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to talk about it. Are they hidden gems? Does everyone know about them? Let me know. And don't forget, if you're a fan of gaming, consider striking that subscribe button and hitting the bell. This is Mattmade, and I will see you next week.